All right, so to answer your question about whether or not you should link yours, I wanted to show you what mine look like linked and how it works. So Art 1 and Intermediate Art are linked. That's just a solo class. So in here, the sections are in here, period 1, period 8, period 2, and it drives me nuts that they're out of order. But there we go. So one of the differences with linked classrooms is you really have to think of this as a master class, that you'll see everything for every class. And that's kind of a visual thing when you're doing different things for different classes. So like this link right here, this announcement for the Zoom link, on updates, it just has period 8 up here. But if you scroll down, you'll see that period 8 has period 8, period 2 has period 2, and period 1 has period 1. So the only reason this one's up here is because it was the last one I did. When you go to type an update, if you look here, you can see that it has all the sections. The sections I don't want, I remove, and it will post it, okay? Say I accidentally remove them all, or it's not populated there because sometimes it takes a while to refresh, you would just click here and then you would see your different sections and can select it there. And it could go to 2, 3, whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and hit cancel since this is a live class. In terms of material, where this is where everyone is dying on it. So this slide goes in all my classes. And here are my 9 weeks. Here's my current week. And so let's look at Tuesday. Let me back out of that just for a minute. Right here, you can see 3 sections. Okay. So that means that folder is going to 3 sections. So inside that folder, I had an all about me activity that I wanted to be individual for class period. So in this case, when I set up the assignment, I put it in by periods. And if you notice, I use the periods a lot. That's why I know I'm selecting the correct link for it. If I hover over the section there, it tells me that what section it's in. It's a little bit harder to see in this way that it's in the different sections, but once you get used to it, it's not that bad. I will say that I made a mistake when I posted these, like on this one. When I posted this period 1, I totally forgot to select the course sections. I had them all. And so my first period was like, I can't see number 2. I can't see number 8 because, they're clicking on everything. I was able to go in and deselect those, and it took them out immediately. I didn't have to relaunch the assignment. That change went live. So I like that about that. Now, when you are also sending things out, you can select there, but you can still individually assign. Oops, come on. Oh, I'm still in that window. You can still individually assign through there if you want. I'm going to hit cancel. So if I did something, so that's doing different activities to different class periods, if they're launching at different dates or whatever. So if you notice in this one folder, I have the 3 separate assignments. Okay. I'm sorry if that's scrolling too fast. So we're going to go look at, I'm trying to remember which day we did things. So let's look at Wednesday. This netiquette review that we did, directions, what is netiquette? There's an embedded Padlet in there. The videos I gave them, I embedded those, and then I made a review for them. You can see it goes to all 3 sections. So what does that look like for those sections? So like this netiquette review, click on it, launch it. Yeah, this has been a problem. We think this is because Gradebook is not working, by the way. Not yet, anyway. So the live progress, the reporting. So it tells me that the average of 87 is what they have. Live progress also hasn't been updating yet. I'm thinking that's a gradebook feature, but look here, I can view by the different class periods and go. And then if I want to see how class period 2 is doing, I can see. So class period 1 had 87%, they had 89%, they had 96%. That's my awesome Clark group. I told them to take it more than once. So you can see the reporting from the different classes. The grading in this, I'm thinking that's a TAC Northside issue. So let me back out. So Wednesday, I did Wednesday. It's really been a long week. So Thursday, we gave them a scavenger hunt and told them if they see a folder to click on it. Again, this went to all 3 sections, and this, just like the other thing, I can toggle through and see. If I only wanted one class to have it, I could just come here, edit it, change it if I didn't set it up correctly. Always remember to hit enable on your submissions. That was kind of a problem. But one of the things I tested for a teacher today is this. So she's in a different content area and wanted to know if she assigned a slide deck that the students were to work on, could she just attach it once and it goes to all the courses? So I threw it out there to the kids and said, just help me test this. And so you can see it went to the different sections, and let's go to submissions. That's easier to see. So I just basically said, tell me your name and tell me your class period so I can make sure it's doing it. We attached it once using the Google app Drive, and I'll go over that in a minute. And so Elena did hers, period 8. Alec did his, period 2. Afifa did hers. So you can see that I attached one slide deck, made it go to each person, and I did it once. So if I edit this, this is how I attached that slide deck. This is one deck I made, and a copy of your file was created for each student, and it can no longer be detached. That's perfect. And I sent it to all sections. So that one file just went to about 75 kids. Okay. So when it comes to linked, it is a different mindset on how to think about it, because when you're in the general area, you really do need to realize this is not what every class is seeing. It is what the last thing is that you were seeing. All of my things were created as announcements. And if I were to go to each class, which I really don't want to hack into kids' accounts, you would see that that is the announcement that's posted. Because if I come here to edit, it's not going to let me do anything. I thought that it would show the bell again. But yeah. Anyway, so it is perfect. I personally love it. It does take a little bit. I have to say this day was scary when I'm putting it out there. I did have other teachers put in the class so that I could see student view to make sure it was going on. And it's just really knowing where to check, knowing that if you make a mistake and assign it to one and you want to assign it to all, or all and you only want to assign to one, you can go make that change and it's a live change. Okay. The gradebook and the grading stuff, all that is to come. You can see members here. And again, you can toggle by class periods. Okay. So yes, I personally love having it linked. I think it takes the right mindset to have it, especially this year. It may be a piece that's too big for some people. It's not, it's a little disconcerting at first, to be honest. But you can see right here, I have different access codes. Looking at the correct period, I have the codes, the students are there, and all of that. So to answer the question is if you should link it, my suggestion is watch this video. If it makes sense to you, great. If you're going like, oh my God, I don't even, then don't. You can always do it next year when you're a little bit more comfortable with Schoology. The only thing is you don't want to do it after the grade books are in session because you'll lose the 2 other classes. When you link them, I know this is kind of rambling, I'm sorry. So just so you know where to go to link them, you go to courses and then come over here to my course. Everything that's underneath the bold can be linked, okay? So these were all linked. When yours are unlinked, see here, I can come in and unlink them, but I'm not. But you see this link exists in sections. You would select that. You tell one class to be the master class that everything is going to fall underneath. So if you decide to link the classes right now, what you want to do is make sure you have gone through and checked for work completion, because you're in those other 2 classes or 3, whatever's going to be underneath that first class. That information probably will be lost. Okay. Almost like 99% will be lost. So make sure you're looking at those attendance pieces. That's why they're going to lock it down after, right before gradebook comes up, because it would, if it was linked to gradebook, it would be affecting what's in gradebook at this point. Okay. So, you have, I think, if I remember correctly, till the 31st to link. If, you don't like it, you can unlink after the 31st. I mean, up till the 31st. Just check the dates. Don't quote me on that one. So that's my opinion. I love it. So there you go. I hope that helps.